So to get someone that's willing to travel to the location that I'm working at, that can be difficult.
A black man, potentially, yeah.
Why?
You only date black.
She tried it. No, 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 Kendra G. About to smoke you today, lady. You cannot have that. How dare you? When women put all this fuss up about the passport bros, now you gonna say a black man wouldn't be able to travel? And that's just her wanting somebody to travel out to where she works at. Like, yo, you working. Just because you working, I got to go travel out to your job. I mean, it's not 1,000,000% unrealistic for somebody to think that somebody will do that. However, you just tried it, Kendra G. What you mean, a black man? Real TV. The shame. The insults. Kendra G is not getting away with this. I seen this video earlier on Black Life Podcast. Shout out to the BLP family. I gotta add my little sauce to this, man. Let's run this clip real quick, man. Let's get to this. Let's get to this.
How short are you?
5'1".
How tall you want him to be?
I like 6'3" and up.
Oh my God. And I want y'all to pay attention to Kendra rolling her eyes. And women, y'all real slick. Because y'all got mad at Kevin Samuels for what he did, but y'all are so much worse. All you got to do is go to a Kendra G comment section if you want to know what bashing women really looks like. It wasn't Kevin. It was the women in that comment section. They're brutal. And you should look at Kendra's face, how she rolled her eyes, but she just didn't say anything. Go back and look at her.
I like 6'3" and up.
Look at her.
You're 5'1" and you want him to be 6'3"?
See, and the lady reacted to it like she not stupid. That's a 52-year-old woman you talking to. She not dumb. She seen the look on your face. You did it smooth. You did it slick. You did it real fast. But I caught it and she definitely caught it. What you mean?
Is that what you normally date?
Yes.
So what's going on with those men?
They don't exist.
Just because, I mean, that's what I'm attracted to.
Shut up. No, so what's going on with those men?
So why hasn't anything progressed?
For a variety of reasons.
What is one of them?
Number one, I've found that in my industry, I travel a lot. So quite often men kind of shy away from women that travel a lot. That's one of the things, is the fact that I travel a lot in my industry.
Because you don't be around.
Is sometimes they're a little intimidated by the amount of money that I make.
Man, if you don't shut one of the most misused words on the planet right now is intimidation. Intimidating people get their way. Debo was intimidating and he made people do stuff. You gonna watch or I'm gonna knock you out too. Like, no. Stop saying intimidating. You're not intimidating. You aren't. Maybe your eyes a little bit. You do look a little bit scary. But other than that, no, you're not intimidating.
So that's a concern, or
no, it's not.
That's been a concern or a barrier there. Like my shirt right here, North Pole.
And we're gonna get into what the barrier actually is. It's not really a barrier with the men; it'd be a barrier with women, and she's gonna expose it, and we're gonna expose her. And it's so exciting, man.
So last year I was in Alaska twice working. So to get someone that's willing to travel to the location that I'm working at, that can be difficult.
A black man, potentially, yeah.
Why?
You only date black.
She tried it. No, 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 Kendra G. We're about to smoke you today, lady. You cannot have that. How dare you? When women put all this fuss up about the passport bros, now you're going to say a black man wouldn't be able to travel? And that's just her wanting somebody to travel out to where she works at. Like, yo, you working. Just because you working, I got to go travel out to your job. I mean, it's not 1,000,000% unrealistic for somebody to think that somebody will do that. However, you just tried it, Kendra G. What you mean a black man? What? Potentially all black man, maybe. She says she only want a black man. So what you mean a black man wouldn't travel out? What are you trying to say, Kendra G? What's the issue?
Like my shirt right here, North Pole. Huh? So last year I was in Alaska twice working. So to get someone that's willing to travel to the location that I'm working at, that can be difficult.
A black man, potentially, yeah.
Shaded every passport bro on the entire planet. Now black men can't even travel. When women mad that they traveling. Man, y'all better, man, Kendra, you're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this.
You only date black men?
I do.
Now let's go to the money part. You said men are intimidated by the amount of money you make. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
I would prefer. I do.
How much?
The reason why is because I believe that you should date within your wage.
Men don't date within their wage.
I think as a woman, and I think it's definitely very different.
This is the problem with y'all. Our culture has become, and we probably always were, but our culture are slaves to money. It dominates conversation. This lady makes 200 grand. And she still wants to be taken care of. Like, she not even thinking about her economic status being in the top 3 to 5%. And she gonna go on to say somebody that's 100K, a guy, would be her settling. Like, yo, you care that much about money, yo? He has money. You having more than him is a problem for you. That's like ridiculous. And it's a curse upon our culture.
As a woman, because men are trained to be providers. The majority of them are, especially in my age range. So if I'm making 200,000 and you're making 50,000, that's problematic.
But if you're married, isn't like everybody's money your money?
And that's true. But the problem is, you got to understand that you guys have succeeded out of your sexual market value. Like, you make $200,000. Like, a lot of the men don't make that, and if they do, they probably don't want a 50-year-old woman with 3 kids. And she's gonna go on. You're gonna go on to see that she's a little off in the head. So, you know.
So I'm definitely very traditional, and I believe that it is the woman's right or role to be the complement and to be the helper. And I want it to be where I don't have a problem working, but if anything happened to me and I'm unable to work, I know that I'm going to be able to live in the same lifestyle. So I don't want to be the primary breadwinner. Okay, and I've watched your show a lot, and I see that a lot of times
when you make that much money, you should know that you are the primary breadwinner. Like, you are the primary breadwinner, and you're 50. Like, what? Like, what is your problem? Like, you should want to contribute to a great life with somebody and grow old with someone. Like, you shouldn't still be hung up on money when you're making it. Like, how much do you have to make until it's not an issue? Like, women's always talk all this masculine energy stuff. When are y'all going to get the idea of how we view money and dating? Never mind. Never.
Women come on and they say, hey, I make 100,000 and I want someone to make the same amount. There's a lot of pushback. But if I'm making over 200,000 and I can make in 1 week what you make in an entire month, That can be behind closed doors. That can be a problem.
Why? See what I'm saying? If it's a problem behind closed doors, that means nobody in the world is creating it but you. I'm not creating a problem. If you make more money than I made you made more money this week than I made in a month. Am I broke? No. You just made more than me. What does that mean? Like, that you need some type of extra credit? What do you need? Go put the money in the bank so you can feel like we have the same amount. Like, what is your problem? Why would it be a problem behind closed doors? Like, yo, we ain't talking about dating somebody broke. She's at 100K. She wouldn't date 100K. Like, you know how much money? Like, women done went from I make 100K, he got to make 100K too, to 100K ain't enough. Like, y'all better stop playing with me. And this lady's 50 plus. Lady, you are man.
Well, let's clear some things up, because I get this a lot when people say pushback, settle. That's never that. I'm giving you what's available, right?
No, yes, so no, it is that. Stop playing, Kendra. You giving pushback and you telling them to settle. This is exactly what you're doing, because it's what they need to do. Especially somebody like her. You causing problems behind the scene, behind closed doors at 50. Yo, half 100 ass sitting up here still behind closed doors, which is what you said. So that means you causing a problem over some money, and you making 200 damn K a year. You're man, you're stupid. You're stupid.
I have a lot of women that do really well financially, right? So let's say I have 100 girls that make $100,000 or more, right? And then I have 2 black men, 2 that make the amount of money these 100 girls make, also are tall that you requested, handsome. Mathematically speaking, all 100 women just would not be able to get a guy if they base it off of those 2 men.
I just said that in a video. Kendra preaching to this lady. Now you got to have Kendra. She around your age. You're a little bit younger. You're like her older sister age. But you got your younger sister preaching to you. And it's off her data and all that stuff. But you should know this stuff, old lady. The hell is wrong with you? Huh? You too old to be this foolish.
Isn't that a fair mathematical equation?
And let me go here. Let me expound on what she just said. Y'all want, I literally just said this in a video. Y'all want a 6-foot guy. That's 15% of men. Then you want him to make 100. She wants him to make 200K. So that's 5% of men. So if you take the 15% of 6-foot guys, she wants him 6'3", and then you take the 5% money, you want a 2% range guy. Then he's got to be attracted to you. Like y'all want a unicorn. Y'all are searching for unicorns.
But I also think that it is very fair to, number one, not expect a woman to be solely responsible for paying all of the bills.
Yo, why are you still thinking about bills? Like, yo, you 50. You ain't consolidated bills yet? You got a mortgage still? You making 200K? Your house should be paid off. So you shouldn't be worried about mortgage. So these little lights and stuff, man, what is you talking about bills? This little cable and this stuff when I'm making 100K a year? And you talking about cable and lights and little insurance? You better shut up. What is you talking about? How much is your bills? You ain't consolidated bills? You living beyond your means.
You have the right to have your dynamic and what you desire, right? So if that's what you desire, I will give you no pushback on that.
I'm giving it.
On the flip side, I will just share stories of women who make maybe more than their husbands and have a great life. Because they don't look at their husband because he made less than me, therefore he wasn't valuable enough to be my husband. there were other qualities that mattered more. And I always like celebrities because that's just who we know. But we can name several women celebrities who are extremely wealthy who married men who just were not on their same financial level and live happy companionship family lives. Because so if you don't desire that, that's fine, right? I'm not saying you have to bend in that area, but I think this is why I've been trying to get so many married women to come on my show, because they're like, my money is his money. We don't
married women don't talk to y'all, and they shouldn't, because y'all are stupid and y'all disrespect them and their husbands. Especially if they pay bills together. Y'all are disrespectful. He's a beta, she's a pick-me. Ain't no married women trying to talk to y'all. And they shouldn't. I swear, I don't care. I'm saying it. Married women, I said that on IG. They shouldn't talk to y'all. They should never invite y'all over their house. None of that. You're like haters.
Like, and then sometimes, God just blesses us in different ways. I know that I am blessed beyond measure in certain ways, and I understand that. So if you want a man that has, we didn't get to the number. How much does he have to make for you?
Well, I believe that it should be in my wage. The number that I gave is that I'm over 200 and he's at 50,000. That's a huge gap. So it needs to be someone that's.
So what is your minimum that you would consider?
I'm not mad at that.
The minimum would probably.
I'm not mad at that, even though that's about where you at with it when you're 50. But that's neither here nor there. I'm mad at that to be where you at wage wise and not want to date somebody that makes 50K. I'm not mad at that. But you ain't gonna get the guy you want. Sorry.
Be about 100, and that's half of my salary.
Okay,
listen. But yeah, but. Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the guy you said you normally date. This guy, 100K.
No. I mean, so in my industry, as claims adjusters.
Stop saying that.
There are others who are in my industry that make what I make. I've dated attorneys.
Well, date one of them.
So there are African American men out here
that
do make.
Oh, absolutely. I never said that there wasn't.
Yes, you did. No. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You said they couldn't go on the trip. You said they couldn't go on the trip. So don't say you never said that there wasn't. She did.
And I mean, there's a variety of reasons the reason why we may not have clicked. Okay. But for me personally, no, I would not be interested in someone who made less than 100,000. I wouldn't, because for a variety of reasons, like I don't want to be in a situation where I buy something and then, he's looking at me funny, because I feel like if I work hard,
why would somebody see this is what I'm saying? Like, yo, you make $200,000 a year and he makes 100 in your brain. So why would he care that you buying something? Why would you buying something matter? And you making up a scenario of a guy. You making up a problem that a man won't even create for you. What?
Money like I want to. So
listen, I don't like girlfriend. You can do whatever you want to do, right?
Oh, you can.
I guess what we're talking about is you having a partner in life. So my blanket question is this: whenever, because I can tell you are steadfast in your desires, and I'm not going to sway you. I'm not going to try to sway you. You're 52
another word old. For stupid.
You know what you want. You older than me.
Stubborn.
I guess my question is, if you could.
Steadfast is another word for stubborn and stupid.
So no, he didn't make 200,000. I didn't make that amount. I went to undergrad. I went to grad. I have my master's. I'm older in life. So what I want is to be equally yoked. And that's not equally yoked if the woman is making considerably more than the man. And at my age, whoever.
Y'all care too much about money, yo. You just care too much about money. At what point are you making enough money to where you don't have to be this shallow?
Is that I'm with, he should be stable. He should 50. Not be struggling financially.
There's plenty of men that are your age that are not struggling financially. The question is, are they going to sign up for what you want them to sign up for? I think these men, I know these men exist. That's not the question. The question is, the man you're describing, is he ready to sign up for what you want to sign up for?
She's not describing a person that exists.
If you don't get the guy that makes $100K, that's 6'3", if you can't find that person, are you okay with just not getting married again and just living life the way you currently live it?
She ain't gonna have no choice.
And there's nothing wrong with not being married again.
Well, you ain't gonna have no choice.
Right. I've been married, okay, and I've had children. Right. So there are women who've never been married before and who've never had children.
Absolutely.
I've done that. So am I comfortable with my life? Yes, I am. Do I travel? A lot. Yes, I do. Am I able to go out to dinner with men? Yes. Am I able to have sex with men? Yes.
You're 50. You need to be focused on, never mind, she's doing good in life.
And I'm also able to go into my home and close my door and have peace.
No, you're not. Okay. Because you said behind closed doors, you're going to create problems about money.
So I'm good. Yeah, so I'm good. Whether I get married again or not, that's not going to be the end of the world.
Marriage is not your goal. You just want to align your life with a man of these categories.
No, marriage is my goal. But what I'm not going to do
is already married
and be unhappy just for the sake of saying that I'm married.
I agree with that 1,000%.
But your happiness is in money. Again. Your happiness is in money.
Okay, you don't have to answer, but when was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer. I guess, do you want to answer? You laughing like you want to tell me something.
Oh, I'm a Pisces, so I guess I won't answer.
You're a Pisces. What does that mean?
Why do you think you're single, Constance?
Well, like I said, because number one, because I
an excuse for your sexual liberation. Okay, go off.
Travel a lot and just spent a lot of time with my children and spent a lot of time developing my career. So I guess I'm at a point right now where I'm like, okay, I am where I'm, my kids are grown, they're stable, and I'm where I want to be career-wise.
Okay. So. And then why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
He wouldn't.
Well, I mean, if he's the right one, he would know, number one, that I bring the qualities to the table that a wife is supposed to bring.
No, you don't.
As far as what Proverbs says that a wife is supposed to bring, as far as being nurturing, being resourceful, knowing how to cook, clean, manage a home. I bring that. And then in addition to that, I am also, if anything ever happens to him, I could pick up the pieces financially.
Like she really don't want to do nothing with $200,000. Like she just wants to have a man come in and take care of her, and she makes money. Like she don't want to do nothing with it. She wants you to be the sole provider because she's traditional. No, you're not. You're a modern woman. You're a modern auntie. Oh no, you're a modern mama. You got 3 of them joints.
Ways like, God forbid something can happen to you.
I mean, that's why I said if something happens to him, then I could carry the slack.
There's no slack. Why would it be slack?
So you're saying if something happens, period, you don't want to conform to any lifestyle.
You don't want to be a responsible adult, even though you're a responsible adult.
And that's why you really want a guy that's within your salary bracket, so you could just have that safety.
Correct. But on the other hand, if something happens to him, then I'm educated enough, I'm secure enough in my career that I could carry the load.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do it, Constance. Oh, what's the age range you would date? You're 52.
You need a sugar daddy.
I would say between 40 and 60.
40 and 60. All right. She's a Pisces. She's in Houston. Do you want to be in Houston?
No.
He doesn't have to be, because you travel a lot, you said?
I do.
Okay. All right. She's an independent contractor, 3 sons, 25, 27, 28. She was once married. All of her sons are by your ex-husband, correct?
Correct.
Okay. She, last week she was 2020. All right, let's do it. And then, okay, must-haves. Now, are these must-haves or non-negotiables? You correct me. He must be over 6 feet.
Yeah, he must be over 6 feet.
He must not exist.
I prefer 6'3" and taller.
Not gonna exist.
Her preference really is 6'3". She will
Not gonna
settle
happen.
for 6 feet.
Not
and
gonna
you say
happen.
you normally date, so you normally date the 6 feet, 100K guy, right?
Not gonna happen.
Yes.
And then, so I'm just, and what was the reason again why you guys don't go the distance?
Not gonna happen.
I mean, for a variety of reasons. I mean, we get in.
I mean,
everyone doesn't.
Delusional.
I believe as a Pisces that you need
Stop
to find someone that you're definitely compatible with.
Listen, girl, listen, I want to keep me updated. I want to see how it goes.
Ain't gonna go no way.
Honey.
It's Constance Love.
Constance Love. She's in Houston. You don't have to be in Houston.
Ain't gonna go no way. She likes to travel. She's delusional and old and a slave to money. She's hung up on it. She don't want to contribute nothing. She just wants to be taken care of. You need to be somebody's sugar mama. And you wasting all of that money when you need to find you a young man and take care of him. The hell wrong with you? Get you a young little 6'3" boy. Raise him up. Cause you're ridiculous. The hell wrong with you? You're too old. You're too damn old, Constance. You are too damn old. Like and subscribe, man.